Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Well, I'm back home here at the man cave, got some work to do. I need to actually, I'm getting ready for the season because 2 weeks from today, we have the Texans versus Kansas City, and then a few more days after that, we've got the Cowboys Sunday Night Football. Oh my God. Sunday Night Football in that new stadium against the Rams, and I want to be sure that I am ready, and I want to be able to set up my studio so it's out here, and I need to get some wires inside through that block wall. So I need to drill some holes, put in an electric box because we don't want to just put a hole in there and have mice run into the house. Got to make it neat and close it up and everything else, but be able to plug stuff in so we can set the studio up out here. And in fact, the view actually is kind of nice out here, seeing the plants and hearing the birds and the crickets and the locusts and everything else is kind of nice. So that's not what you tuned in here for. So let's get on to the news of the day right now. The NBA, which had been talking about possibly canceling the rest of the season, protesting. Looks like they're going to be resuming tomorrow or the next day, sometime in the near future, which is great. Their voices have been heard. Maybe things will start to change. I don't know if anything ever will or not. But I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go with football. Football, we know, like the Lions, the Washington football team, the Colts, and some other teams canceled practice today and had meetings on it. The Cowboys had discussions this morning before practice and are supposed to be doing some things this afternoon after practice to talk about what's going on. Although I believe that we are headed for a collision course with Jerry Jones and towing the line. Jerry is trying to ride the fence and say, okay, let's kneel before the anthem and toe the line during it and things like that. I don't know how all that's going to work out. It may get worse before it gets better, but we'll have to wait and see how that works out. I know that just things have to change. We can't be a country like we're two countries anymore. We need to get our shit together. We need to be able to listen and talk. We need to stop being, in my corner and my thoughts and everything else. And if you're not in there, then it's to hell with you. We need to be able to talk to each other. We need to try and empathize with others. We need to try and understand what others are going through, because in the end, we all want the same things. And with this country, there's enough to go around for everybody. Anyway, not trying to get political. Today, we finally started getting Tyron Smith and La'el Collins and Cam Irving back on the field. And tackle is the one area where you have to start being concerned. Tyron Smith always misses about 3 games. La'el Collins has had back issues that have flared up from time to time, and lack of conditioning coming into camp. And then, of course, Cam Irving was nicked up as well. Tyron Smith, when he plays, is one of the best tackles of football, but, every year he misses about 3 games. And so you have to be worried about that. And this is where we're thin, and we just got a little bit thinner. Mitch Hewitt was carted off today. In individual drills, ended up getting his leg bent awkwardly. Going to have an MRI. More than likely, it's not going to be good. Hopefully, it's just a sprain, and maybe he'll be back in a couple of weeks. But we'll have to wait and see where that goes. But this is the one spot that you have to worry about. You'll remember back against the Atlanta Falcons in 2017 when Tyron Smith went out, and we ended up having Chaz Green step in, and Claiborne literally went off, I think, for 5 or 6 sacks in that game, giving up the team giving up 8 sacks in one game. We cannot go there. Now, the Dallas Cowboys may end up having to do some reshuffling of the line to make sure they have the best 5 players on the field. Now, one of the things we could probably look at is, say, Connor Williams. Connor Williams really wants to be a tackle as opposed to a guard. And it may be that Connor Williams can become a swing tackle, and then maybe you end up having Connor McGovern play guard if they have to. I think Joe Looney, I think, is solidified right now as the starting center. I think he has done really, really well. I think he has taken that position by the bull by the horns and made that spot his. I mean, you even saw him yesterday playing with the dog Prescott or Dak. So he's in good shape. But hopefully, Hewitt will be okay. Second-year guy. Maybe we'll be able to get him back. But it may be one of those positions where the Dallas Cowboys start looking around and seeing what's available just for depth of tackle. Because tackle, especially left tackle, is key to your team. Now, if the Cowboys do have issues at tackles, one of the things that you can do to help your quarterback out when you have a pass rush, things we didn't do when we ended up losing Tyron Smith against the Atlanta Falcons. You end up leaving the running back in, or you end up leaving a tight end in to help block, to chip the guy, and so on. Another thing you can do is you can do quick hitting stuff, screens, other side of the tackle where the blitz is coming, so that way it slows them down. It makes them think about Zeke Elliott out there or Tony Pollard. Or you move the pocket, in which case you do more play action and you end up bootlegging your quarterback. And these are things that coaching comes into play that will help your quarterback from getting killed when you don't have your tackles. But ultimately, let's hope Lyle Collins gets in shape over the course of the next 2 weeks. Let's hope Tyron Smith doesn't miss his usual 3 games. Let's hope that Mitch Hewitt's knee is just a sprain and he's back in a couple of weeks. And that Cam Irving can be ready to step up when called to replace these guys. So that's where we are with this, and we'll get some more news on our Cowboys. Like I said, I've been out in no man's land building this deck where there's no Wi-Fi. The signal stinks. They actually have satellite Wi-Fi, and it doesn't work very good. It really doesn't work very good. So let me get caught up on the news and get my tools out so I can get ready to make this hole in the wall and start trying to get this stuff hooked up. I really am putting forth full effort to get everything ready as much as possible for this season. And hopefully, I've got to find it, and maybe you guys know. Somebody said Amazon Fire Stick, you'll be able to get the blue and white game. But let me know if you know where we can get the blue and white scrimmage. It should be actually on the Cowboys website. But I want to make sure because I want to live stream during that on Sunday. Other than that, ain't nothing else going on but the rent. Hope I see you guys tomorrow night. We'll do another shirt giveaway. I got to go through and see who I got in there. I know I got like Charlie Waters and Bill Bates and something like that. So we'll definitely be giving away another one. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hopefully the hurricane that came through, hope the damage isn't as bad as we fear. I do know that there's a chemical plant that's in Lake Charles that's on fire, and there's a shelter-in-place order for residents. Basically, they're saying, stay inside, shut your windows, turn off your AC. It's going to be hot because it's bad. So be careful if you're in Lake Charles. Hopefully, you'd already evacuated, and hopefully, it's not complete devastation. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I'll talk to you soon.